I was tasked to be the chief servant of the preparatory team. We swung into immediate action. We set up channels of communication.
It is with great solemnity and a deep sense of duty that I receive this comprehensive report of Operation Recover All the Loot.
You know, there are a lot of issues that is going around this country. Actually, it is very, very critical. You know, not long ago, which is the 2024 general election, and it is John Dramani Mahama promised Ghanaians said he's going to establish the Operation Recover All Loot, which is the ORA. Indeed, John Mahama has done so. And then today, John Dramani Mahama has finally received the official report from the Operation Recover All Loot. Now, the Operation Recover All Loot is being led by Okujeto Abrafa. Nene and Sema Omode Kwama John Dramani Mahama and Abusia complaining the easy. Which is on mine, Omo Abusia. Now, let me give you the breakdown of whatever happened. And I say complaints now. Oral team no every CV. At the end of the day, they were able to receive a total complaint of 2,417. Yes, you heard it. Say 2,417. And then, just say, calls I almost also receive here, and also say 1,499. Just say, for free. Brakwame, me say, and I said, Brakwame say, no. Calls and go for free, 1,499. 93, sorry. And then, and go for the email by, I was and quiet 924. But they are meant for one question. You have video now, and now put your to Abrapa, Edin Semno, Emma John Dramani Mahama, and as well presented the Emma John Dramani Mahama. Yeah, and someone John Mahama detached in Abusia, and so when in Yasami Catcher, Hanum ABJ show, you have put your to Abrapa.
President-elect, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, announced this oral preparatory team. The members of the team include the eminent former Auditor General, Mr. Daniel Yaodomlevo, COP retired Nathaniel Kofi Boachi, lawyer Martin Pebu, a private legal practitioner, and Mr. Raymond Acha, the ACE investigative journalist. I was tasked to be the chief servant of the preparatory team. We swung into immediate action. We set up channels of communication consistent with the mandate that the president-elect at the time gave us. So we set up a toll-free line, 0800 900 111. We established a website, www.oralgh.org, an email address, public@oralgh.org. Her Excellency the Vice President was also generous to offer us her conference room as our secretariat. So that served as our secretariat. So we didn't have to pay rent for our meetings. We also want to use this opportunity to thank the young Ghanaians who volunteered, because every Ghanaian is passionate about the success of oral. IT experts volunteered to set up this platform for us free of charge. So the toll-free lines, the websites, these are patriotic Ghanaians who did not demand any compensation from us. And we want to convey the appreciation of Ghanaians to these young, patriotic, selfless Ghanaians. By way of quick numbers, and these are very important numbers, we received 1,493 calls through the toll-free line, 1,493. We also received 924 emails. Fortunately, all of these calls are recorded automatically, and all the emails have also been preserved for verification and validation. So in total, the number of complaints received amounts to 2,417. So those who had any doubt about how relevant and how timely the president's intervention was at the time, this is your evidence. 2,417 complaints received. Where will all of these people have gone if President Mahama had not set up the oral preparatory team? So President Mahama has been vindicated. It was a masterstroke. It was the right decision for our country, and it has deepened transparency and accountable governance. Over the last 53 days, we have reviewed these petitions. 44 were received directly from civil society organizations and other public-spirited citizens. 59 of the 230 cases reviewed containing the documents we'll be submitting today were cases that had come up during the period the NDC was in opposition. But we decided to go back to those matters and carry out a detailed review. And all of those are contained. So today we will be presenting a summary of these reports, the two benefits of oral, and we want to run through them quickly. We take the view that oral has deepened transparency and accountability. It has really increased public awareness about the need to protect state assets. And it is also serving as a guide to the new government. And government officials are now more conscious of the need to make sure that, as President Mahama has consistently said, charity begins at home. Secondly, thanks to the establishment of oral, we have been able to save 50 bungalows that were on the verge of being demolished. 50 bungalows. We received distress calls from public servants who said people had showed up, so-called private developers, to demolish their bungalows. And in the report, we have provided the detailed list of these bungalows, some belonging to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Gender, Social Protection, the CSIR, and all of that. But for the president establishing oral, we take the view that all of these 50 bungalows will have been demolished. So what we did is that when we received the complaints, the distress calls, we immediately called the National Security Committee. And we were very privileged because of the president's foresight. He strategically positioned COP Kofi Boakye in oral and also in the National Security Committee. So as soon as the reports come, he then relays the information to National Security Committee. So media, please get it clear. We are not saying that we, Team Oral, physically went to prevent demolition of bungalows. No, that was not part of our mandate. We were only to receive complaints. But as responsible, conscientious citizens, it will be irresponsible to receive the complaints and just allow those bungalows to be demolished. So immediately, national security is informed, and then they act. So please ignore all of those barrage of unfair and baseless attacks that Oral has suffered. We did not carry out any fiscal operation on the ground. We only report to national security, and then they act. We also collaborated with national security to save the Northern Development Authority lands at cantonments. A private developer overnight on the eve of the president's inauguration moved in overnight to erect a wall, divided the property into half. Some of you are conversant.
Okay, so that's Okuja Tuablakwa, the chairman, who is leading the oral team. Now, first from there, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and so they send me to Jase. Where there was so mampa. Now, I send me anymore, the Attorney General, and I said the Minister for Justice, as soon as possible, on the 9th. So now I'm starting. Now, but before that, no put a travel sign. A car, and I said, Siko Mube to me, I taking in our bank, $20.9 billion. $20.9 billion. And on betting me, I take every NPP officials and I say, Microphobia almost say. President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo etones say the state lands at a very affordable and then the cheapest price. Now, John Dramani Mahama say as soon as possible, Attorney General, John Dramani Mahama.
It is with great solemnity and a deep sense of duty that I received this comprehensive report of Operation Recover All the Loot, an initiative that represents our unwavering commitment to the fight against corruption, financial malfeasance, and the misappropriation of public resources. From the onset of my administration, I made it clear that Ghana's resources belong to the people of Ghana and must be used judicially for their collective good. The diversion of public funds for personal gain undermines development, it erodes public trust, and deepens inequality. It is for this reason that Operation Recover All the Loot was launched, to ensure that what had been wrongfully taken from the state is restored to its rightful owners, the Ghanaian people. I therefore wish to commend the members of this team for their dedication and professionalism in carrying out this vital national assignment without compensation, without expectation of any remuneration. The meticulous investigations, legal actions, and asset recoveries reflected in this report are a testament to the seriousness with which this government approaches the issue of accountability and good governance. The findings of this report make for sober reading. They reveal the scale of financial leakages that have cost our nation dearly. Resources that should have been invested in education, healthcare, infrastructure, and social development. But they also offer hope that through our collective efforts, we can reclaim what is ours and deter future acts of economic sabotage. As we receive this report, let me assure the Ghanaian people that the work does not end here. The recommendations of the report will be carefully studied, and where legal action and investigations are warranted, they will be pursued without fear or favor. Every peso recovered will be channeled back into national development, and mechanisms will be strengthened to prevent such losses in the future. I have promptly handed over the report to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, and I give him firm instructions to commence immediate investigations into the cases reported in here with a view to prosecuting anyone found liable for corruption or related offenses. To those who think they can defraud the state and escape justice, let this serve as a strong warning. Ghana is no longer a safe haven for corruption. To those who stand for integrity, accountability, and the rule of law, I assure you that this government remains your steadfast partner in building a nation where honesty and hard work are rewarded. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a defining moment in our fight against corruption. We must all play our parts, citizens, civil society, the media, and public officials alike. Together we will build a Ghana that is just, transparent, and prosperous for generations to come. I thank you, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
So that's the President of the Republic. Now, our main focus is where is the oral team leading to? And I say that John Dramani Mahama official reporting, or the Kotuanum and also the Koede, because we don't want a case whereby a best and another Danko for the JNB. They will take the report, bones on the back court, and one on us and no more Jane. This time around, Operation Recover All Loot, and I say Yeji and Yama back, and who be a buying. So we are praying that this time around the thing will not be political issues and I say Madame Funimi, family member. No, it is time for Ghana to see something. I will say I'm going to see if you have on BJ show. This is the BJ show with Boatin Josant. Don't forget to subscribe.